Well, Stoke come into this afternoon's match with just one win in their last 4 games, and they've made 4 alterations, with Dixon, Agina, Griffin and Smith all coming in. Only 3 of this starting 11 have actually scored so far this season. Otegbayo, Dixon and a man up front, Chibueze. Well, as for the Blues, well, they are 4 different to last weekend's defeat. And those 4 players start with the goalkeeper, Wint, Ryan McAdoo, Divine Mukasa. 2 players with first-team advantage in the last few weeks are also included. Harrison Parker is the other who has come in. Well, this season, City's home form has been outstanding, but away from home, they have had a few issues. Only 3 points gathered so far this season away from home. They'll be looking to improve on that record this afternoon. Well, despite the fact that they are 4 different to the last weekend defeat against Everton, there is still a feeling that they will dominate possession, and that's a lovely ball in from Nfonku, which is cleared. The Blues do love to dictate the play as Parker helps it out wide to McAdoo. McAdoo trying to guide it into the path of the advancing Samba, but it goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, City with players who've already made their first-team debuts, and of course in the case of Ryan McAdoo, it was a goal-scoring debut against Exeter City in the FA Cup a few weeks ago. Divine Mukasa has been a regular first-teamer, of course, and has been involved for pretty much the last couple of months or so with Pep Guardiola. Here is McAdoo trying to find Regan Heskey, another player who's played for the first team this season. Noble, Nfonku, McAdoo helping it on to Nfonku. Nfonku trying to get a cross in, but just stopped in his tracks. And in the end, Agina gets it away. City win it back through Noble. And now Mukasa and McAdoo. And it goes out for a City throw. So far this season, the Blues have had problems away from home. And other than a victory at Sunderland, they have lost all their other away visits, having succumbed this season, most recently to Everton last weekend.
Don't get too wide, Brookers. Shoulders right. Brookers. Counter movements as well, right? But be consistent.
Parker and now Braithwaite. Helping it on to Mukasa. Samba, Gray, Nfonku, McAdoo. Lovely fleet of foot that he has. Helped on by Gray towards Samba, McAdoo, Gray, another player, of course, who tasted first-team duty in that FA Cup tie. Famous FA Cup tie, of course, when the Blues hit 10. Here's Regan Heskey. But he was tackled just at the key moment, really, by Jaden Dixon, who can bring it away for Stoke. Good foot in by Braithwaite, who you may recall made his first-team debut, not this current campaign, but last season in a victory against Watford. He was actually the 3rd youngest player ever to represent City at first-team level. Just a couple of other players, Glyn Pardo and Paul Simpson, were younger than Caden Braithwaite when Braithwaite made his bow. Ball aimed towards Regan Heskey, headed away by Dixon, guided on by Mukasa. Heskey again and Gray. Notice that one or two of the City Academy players have gone out on loan during the January transfer window. It's part of the process of being a young player. Here's Regan Heskey. His brother Jaden's just gone out on loan. Talking of loans, and that cross into the area takes a flick off a head and goes out for a City throw. Kadu in a hurry, finds Mfonku. Jaden Heskey's now at Sheffield Wednesday, learning his trade in the Championship. Here's Warhurst, trying to find a way past the muscular figure of Otegbayo. And backpedaling for City is Kian Noble. Brings in Harrison Parker. Now Makadu. It's good football from City. Chance to get a cross in. Samba helps it on. Warhurst with a shot. And that's a good save by Clothier. They built up well down the left-hand side. Mukasa and then Samba. And Warhurst's shot was going towards the corner before Clothier managed to make a good save. Here's Gray who tries it, but it goes wide of the far post. So a good start for the Blues here. We're in the 7th minute, but Warhurst with a really good sighter. And to be fair, Clothier with a decent save in the Stoke City goal. Oh, very early in the piece, but the possession is already 85% in the Blues' favour. Such has been their dominance so far. Referee telling Clothier to get a move on. In the end, City will win it back. They do. Here's Heskey. And now Makadu. Nice play, unlucky, tried to bring in Mfonku and it was slammed away by Chibueze. Here is Heskey again. Whipped in towards Warhurst. Makadu gets there in front of Agina. It's done well, Makadu. Now Samba. And hit by Mukasa. But it's wide of the angle of post and bar. Good football again from City. Makadu doing exceptionally well. Samba with the awareness to help it on, and Mukasa arrived. But he placed his shot just over the angle of post and bar. Well, City have been bright. It's been a really good 8 or so minutes for City. Braithwaite tried to get there, Gray does, Noble clears it. Picked up by Heskey, referee says no foul. So far this season, the Blues have won 5, drawn 1 and lost 5. No defeats at home, all those 5 defeats on their travels at Brighton, Blackburn, Manchester United, Chelsea and Everton. And including today, the Blues have 4 away games left. All the others are at home against Leeds, Wolves, Nottingham Forest, Liverpool and Norwich. So Be very heavily weighted in favour of home games for the Blues after today. And if you're unfamiliar with the format of Premier League 2, I mentioned there are 29 teams in the division. The top 16 go into the end of season playoffs that ultimately decide who will win the title. So plenty to play for, even though the Blues are currently 14th. With a win today, City will go up to 8th on goal difference. Here's McAdoo. Well, I say that, it depends on how big they win the game, of course, but at the very least they'll go up to 9th. If they win by 3 clear goals, they'll be above West Ham and up to 8th. But it is Stoke who are on 19 points while City are on 16. And they've only lost 2 games, which in a division as competitive as this one is an impressive record. Only Spurs and Liverpool have triumphed over them. Spurs who are in 6th in the table. Liverpool in 9th. Here's Noble. Parker tried to find Mukasa. Braithwaite's header. Helped on to Smith. Dixon helping it further. Now Griffin. All the way back to the goalkeeper Clothier, who essentially just gives it to his opposite number. First touch really for Jack Wint in the City goal. It's his 8th start of the Premier League 2 season. He and Spike Brits have shared duties, albeit that Brits has only started 4 games. It's not a bad ball towards McAdoo. Cleared though by Clothier. There's Ben Wilkinson. It's a really big challenge for Ben Wilkinson because so many of the academy players have had the promotion they desire up to the Premier League and City's first team squad. Players going out on loan. 1 or 2, of course, went out on loan back in August. And within all of that selection, Tozer, he still tries to get winning formulas. But here comes Stoke trying to examine his team right now. Fern down the right side, but he's just run out of pitch. Apologies if the 4th official is causing problems for our coverage at the moment. He's planted himself in front of our camera, unfortunately.
When our back 4 have it, in a transition, pop into one of these holes, yeah?
Hopefully not spoiling your enjoyment of our young players this afternoon. 14th minute, still 0-0. City have had the best moments. The shots by Warhurst tip round the post and a really good effort from Mukasa that whistled by the upright. Here's Mfonku. McAdoo. With that lovely low centre of gravity that allows him to just move his weight left and right and get beyond players like a slalom skier. The swing of the hips. And of course, we saw all those qualities in that goal-scoring debut against Exeter City in the FA Cup 3rd round. And of course, the Blues have been drawn at home to Salford in the 4th round, so maybe a few young players may get another opportunity. Charlie Gray was involved against Exeter. Here's Harrison Parker, still hoping for a first-team opportunity. Forward went Noble. Braithwaite. Gray. Parker. McAdoo. Up towards Mukasa, on to Samba. Now Gray. Heskey. And it was 2-on-1, and Heskey couldn't get beyond the pair of them. Meanwhile, that's a foul for the challenge on Matondo. Man City have had 73% possession of the ball. They've had all 3 attempts on goal that have occurred in the game. So far, though, they haven't managed to breach Stoke City's defences. Stoke throw. Well, across came Parker, and he was just caught, and that's a free kick to City.
Wherever you need to go, D. Floyd, central pocket. Get up.
Mukasa
Get up, everyone.
up towards Warhurst.
Keep the ball.
Done well to hold it up.
Come on. Ready, Brookers. Get inside it, Brookers. Ready. Go.
Griffin in towards Agina. Foul by McAdoo. Guided on by Smith. Up towards Fern. Braithwaite. Away by Jackwin. Up towards Mukasa. Help back to Heskey. And now Samba. Now Heskey again. And now Samba once more. There's real promise in this attack. Here's Heskey. Just been tackled though, and then a collision between Heskey and Smith gives the home side a free kick.
Guys, 3 moments in the last few minutes. Take care of the ball. Nick, track the runner. Hey, come on. Check it. Face inside. Push ready. Keep coming, mate. Keep coming. Let him have that one. Keep coming. Keep coming. Restarts taking a long time. Ready? He's aware. We're aware, don't worry. I know, yeah, but don't take 75.
Here's Parker. Now Noble and Fonku. Samba and Fonku. Noble. Nicely worked by City. And Fonku. Samba. Braithwaite. Noble. And now Parker. Gray comes to gather it from the back 4. Sends Fonku forward. On it goes to Mukasa. City well on top here. Samba. Mukasa. Spreading the play up towards Heskey. Dixon came to meet him. On it goes to Gray. And now Braithwaite's cross, and City win the corner, which is actually the game's first. So we continue to dominate this game without grabbing the opening goal. But the way that the game has gone, you would not rule out the Blues taking the lead sooner rather than later. We have the game's first corner. Braithwaite, and Noble, Parker all jostling for position. Just above the head of Braithwaite. Here's Gray, followed by Matondo. Back it goes to Parker. And now Mfonku. Noble. Mukasa. Tried to find Heskey. Dixon won it back for Stoke. Prodded forward, but City retained possession. Here's McAdoo. Can he do something here? Just across the face of the goal, and Warhurst was there to help it over the line. McAdoo doing the all-important work that wingers do, getting to the byline, pulling the ball back, and Warhurst was there to snaffle up the opportunity. It's his 4th Premier League 2 goal of the season, and simple it may have been, but it just shows the instinctive movement of a striker, just knowing where to go, and McAdoo with the supply line. Well, it was not a surprise to see City in front, and Matty Warhurst has given the Blues a very deserved 21st minute lead. Well, it's only his 4th start in Premier League 2 this season, Matty Warhurst, and that is his 4th goal. A really good return. A player who's always had that instinct, that knack that almost can't be coached as to putting yourself where the ball is ultimately going to end up. And Warhurst has that beautiful knack. Now Stoke looking for an immediate response with plenty forward in this counter-attack. Good twist and turn by Chibueze. And he's managed to get the ball through to Agina. Gray's tackle, and now Mukasa. And the referee's seen a foul on Mukasa. Spreading it up towards the run of Heskey, headed away by Dixon. Braithwaite gets it for the Blues, or the Blacks, I should say, more specifically, with the kit they're wearing. Along it goes with Heskey. Natty away kit, isn't it? The All Blacks, the New Zealand type kit, famed for the All Blacks of rugby union. And the ball just caught the referee, so he's had to restart the play with an uncontested drop ball. Them's are the rules.
Forward runs! Guys, you win down the side! Now the ball's on the side, down. Same minus Kia, but now the ball, now you need to go 25 yards in.
Down towards Heskey, who brought it down well, but from an offside position.
Post the ball! Higher, Jeff! Ready to drop, Lucas. Hold your line. Come alive! Forwards!
Here's Mukasa, and now Samba. And Fonku. Mukasa always makes himself available, Divine Mukasa. Plays in between the lines and is just such an elusive player to pick up for opponents. Here's Braithwaite. Mukasa. It's not a bad ball. Samba tried to make it his, and in the end the goalkeeper, Clothier, flops onto the top of it. City again with some good pressure, but Warhurst has been penalised for being a little too overzealous. So a free kick to the hosts. Stoke throw. Agina. And Fonku tried to win it back. Makedu does. Noble. And Fonku. Samba. Braithwaite. Helped on towards Heskey. Mukassa's the one who gets to it. Here's Gray. Now Makedu. Just allowed it to go out of his possession, and in the end it was won back by Agina. So inside the last 20 minutes of a first half dominated by City, who deservedly lead by a Matty Warhurst goal to nil. They've had all the chances in the game, not a single attempt so far from the home side. Little delay in proceedings as the Stoke goalkeeper gets a little bit of attention. You're never quite sure these days if a goalkeeper having an injury is all part of an overall master plan to get the team to the sideline, and for the head coach to input some tactical tweaks. Well, it certainly offered the opportunity for the players to take on refreshments. So City in front through Matty Warhurst. As things stand, the Blues will move up to 9th in the Premier League 2 table. That's a long way to go. If the Blues can win this game particularly handsomely, they'll move up to 8th. Header away by Nfonku.
Happy there, pal. Happy there. Okay, thank you. Well done, H.
Parker with the challenge. Here's Mukasa. Gray.
Pocket, guys. Floyd, if he goes in the deeper,
Noble.
anywhere in that pocket, anywhere in between. You can remove.
Braithwaite.
You can be in between as well.
Parker. Noble. Just joining us, it's our live coverage of the Premier League 2 clash, the under-21s away at Stoke and dominating the game. And in front through Matty Warhurst with a goal set up by Ryan Makedu. The Blues eyeing the 8th spot as Warhurst looks to try and get beyond Griffin, and Warhurst is the player who's been penalised. City Plus really is the place to be this season for academy, women's football as well. We've got a whole raft of live games for you. The under-18s tomorrow morning away at home to Newcastle. And then on Wednesday we've got City away in the UEFA Youth League in Helsinki. It's a foul on McAdoo. And then next Saturday we've got the home game for you between City and Leeds. That's for the EDS, and we've then got the academy on the 14th in the mini derby against United. And on Friday the 13th, we've got City's EDS away at Derby County. That's just in the opening weeks of February. Something like 70 games for you live on City Plus this season. A real genuine look at the next breed, the next wave of academy stars. And here's one of them, Regan Heskey, trying to find a way through. It just hit the back of the heel of Dixon. Gray wins it back, brings in Noble. Now Braithwaite. Mukasa. Gray. Heskey. Braithwaite. Thumped away by Griffin. Noble will have to retrieve. Brings in Heskey. Mukasa was tackled. Most of Stoke's possession has been inside their own defensive third. Agina tackled by McAdoo. Here's Mukasa. On it goes to Heskey. And that is a really good save by Clothier. It was another slick move from the Blues. They really did open up Stoke here. Mukasa into the path of Heskey. And the goalkeeper Clothier down to save. And that came about because of the Blues' intense pressure on Stoke as they try to move the ball from the back. Well, the Blues have 77% possession. They've had all 4 attempts on target in the match, and they've had the only corner. 0 so far for Stoke in terms of attempts, but maybe they might do something here. Noble's in the way though. Fern's cross was blocked. Could do with grabbing another goal or two, City, while they're so much in the ascendancy. Good block by Noble. The chance to shoot then presented itself. Griffin. Warhurst at his back. Has to go backwards to Clothier. Chases on for Matondo, but the flag is up. "12 minutes to half-time. City 1, Stoke 0. A goal from Matty Warhurst in the 21st minute. And it's a little more than the Blues have merited for their dominance of this fixture. Here's Braithwaite. Heskey. Braithwaite. Held up by Smith. So City will start again with no ball, and now Gray and Samba. Gray again. And Fonku. Parker. Mukasa. Has a go. The goalkeeper couldn't hold it, but was grateful to pounce upon the loose one as Warhurst was sniffing around for the rebound. Mukasa with that really beautiful left foot of his. It's on target, it's swinging. And the goalkeeper made the block and got there on the toes, really, of Warhurst to stop him scoring. Here's Chibueze. Support from Agina. Goes back to Griffin. And again. Leg's gone up. Offside call for Stoke. Great. Win. Braithwaite. Gray. Noble. Trying to find Heskey, just gone underneath it a little bit. Here's Mukasa. Parker. Forward by Mfonku. Trying to get Samba in. Nice ball to Gromek. Helps it out wide to Agina. Attacking Mfonku. Still with Agina. It's done well. Mfonku just stood his ground. And in the end, he wins a throw right in front of Ben Wilkinson. So 8 minutes to half-time. There's a little tinge of disappointment that the Blues aren't further clear. At some point in the game, Stoke will surely have opportunities. This might be one of them. There's the first save of the match for Jack Wint. Wasn't an awful lot of power in it from Fern. But just a reminder to City, despite their control of the game, there's still work for them to do, and plenty of it. Here's Parker. And now Wint. Noble. Heskey. Nicely done. Brings in Mfonku. Now McAdoo. Gray. Noble. Mukasa gets it back from Heskey and Braithwaite, and now Noble. Gray. Mfonku. Parker. Samba. Just couldn't get away. Agina tackled. Here's Parker. Great. Tried to find Warhurst, it was headed away. Braithwaite, now Noble. Braithwaite. Mukasa. Helped on by Mfonku, now Makedu. Slipped into Mukasa. Makedu. Mukasa tried to find Samba. Very nearly did it. And that's a challenge by Gray that the referee penalises.
Ready, Brookers, get it. Floyd. Ready, right. Open, Floyd. Get the ball.
Smith has to go back to Clothier, who's been by far the busier goalkeeper. Gina loses out. Makedu, Samba. Mukasa, oh, just tackled as he was trying to get himself free for a shot. Well defended, to be fair, by Otigbayo. Just stood across Divine Mukasa. Now Stoke have a player in a spot of bother. But there's going to be no treatment, so the game can restart. Chase is on for Chibueze. Well defended by Parker. Gray, Noble, Braithwaite, Heskey, Braithwaite. Mukasa. Samba. Tackled by Gromek. Stoke still in this game, despite the Blues' firm-like grip on it. Just 1-0 lead despite all the possession they've had. They will reflect on one or two moments that might have ended in the back of the Stoke net. Clothier in the home goal has been called upon a couple of times. I think the only thing missing from the Blues' first half display has been the goals to match their domination. Just that Warhurst strike after Makedu's brilliant wing play. Here's Parker. And now Wint, who's only been called upon once really, and that was a fairly routine save, if that.
There's no one in that pocket, you can come and get Caden higher. Find the pocket. Don't have to play forward.
And Fonku. Stoke player's gone down there. Matondo.
Okay, thank you.
It was a collision in the central area of the pitch that left Matondo on the floor. Just a little collision with Parker, didn't seem very much. But Matondo's gone down. Matondo back on his feet. Accepted the apology from Parker, who I don't think even knew he was there. Anyway, here's Braithwaite for City. On to Heskey. Still with it, Heskey. Stoke back to full 11 again because Matondo's come back on. Here's Gray. Cross came in, but it was cleared. But the signal is that it had gone out of play. Stoke goal kick.
Next action, ready again, Vickers, next set. Read the ball, shift again. Cross, yes, HP. Get the press right. Right, in big time, in 20 yards.
Can't work this way. Can't get this to work.
Don't drop too far. Body shape, go forward, go back.
Stoke free kick as we conclude the first added minute at the end of the first half. That will go all the way through to Jack Wint. Now in Fonku. Mukasa.
Control.
Charged down by Agina. Parker.
Find your position, Divine.
Braithwaite. Mukasa. Gray. Just couldn't poke it away from Smith. City winning it back with Parker. Mukasa and Fonku. City players swarming forward. Heskey, Samba. Heskey again. Good balance from Heskey. Good footwork from Heskey, and then he was just dispossessed as the goal seemed to request a shot coming its way. Here's Noble. City looking to get a second before half-time here. Heskey. Samba, Mukasa, Samba! And they do get a second goal before half-time. Mukasa and Samba with the combination. Lovely scoop over the top of the defence. And Samba helping it over the line for his first Premier League 2 goal. And it was right on the half-time whistle as well. So a second goal for City, just as half-time was beckoning. And Floyd Samba gets his first Premier League 2 goal. A really good first half for the Blues. Warhurst with the first, Samba with the second. It is Stoke City 0, City 2 at half-time. So it's going to be the home side who will get things underway. Stoke began the day above the Blues, 3 points above them. But of course, as it stands, the Blues have the 3 points that will leapfrog them over the home team. Doesn't look as though City have made any alterations at half-time. Still the same 11 for them. Visitors appear to have brought on Martin at half-time, Tyler Martin, to attack down City's right. Sanchez Phillips has also come on for Stoke City. So Phillips and Martin have come on, and Matondo and Dixon are the players who've come off for the home team. Just confirmation of the double change. Matondo and Dixon having come off, and Martin and Phillips coming on for the home team. City were absolutely dominant in that first period. They had other chances than the two they converted. Mukasa and Warhurst denied. Regan Heskey had a shot carried away. Blues with more than 70% possession of the ball and really dominant, and their 2-0 lead not in the least bit flattering or not in the least bit false. City have been dominant, and they've given Ashton Muir an opportunity to get some minutes, taking the place of Divine Mukasa. Don't think it was an injury for Divine Mukasa, who has been a regular on the bench for City this season, in the first team that is. So I imagine, although of course I don't know for sure, but I'm just wondering whether that might be a sign that he'll be involved at Spurs for the first team on Sunday, or at least in the squad anyway. City coming forward, Mikedu. Now Nfonku, Mikedu. There is Muir. It's not a bad introduction. He's clipped the bar. Well, he's only been on the field a couple of minutes, and he opened his body up to hit it in the far corner, and that's how much he missed by. Top of the crossbar. Otherwise the Blues would have been 3-0 up. City searching for their second away win of the season, having been victorious against Sunderland. Hoping for 2 away wins in their last 3 trips from Manchester. The only blemish was that late defeat to Everton last weekend. A really unfortunate defeat it was too. Everton grabbing the winning goal in the 90th minute with a penalty after Christian McFarlane had just been sent off. It's a really cruel away day for City last weekend. But so far they've responded very, very well today. Here's Noble, and now Muir, and now Heskey. On towards Samba. Here's Warhurst, now Mikedu, and now Nfonku, and City win another corner. It's a real fluency about the Blues this afternoon. They're winning the ball back high up the pitch. They're stopping Stoke from even getting out of their half for the large part. And they're creating chances too. Get all those things right. It's no wonder they lead by 2-0. Still almost 40 minutes to go. Kadu's corner's gone out for a goal kick. But with 39 minutes to play, the Blues on course for their second away win of the season. Just a reminder that the under-19s, also managed by Ben Wilkinson, are in action in the UEFA Youth League on Wednesday. And we've got live coverage of that for you. Kickoff is 3 o'clock UK time. Busy old day, really. We've got match day live later. City against Newcastle in the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. So a real date for your diary there. Wednesday, the 4th of February. 3 o'clock, Helsinki away in the UEFA Youth League. That's live for you. And then match day live ahead of the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. That kicks off at around about 6:30 UK time. Match day live. So you're watching our live coverage here from Stoke. City leading by 2-0 in Premier League 2 and on their way up to 8th in the Premier League 2 table. And they've looked really good this afternoon. Here's Noble. Now Braithwaite. Well, in fact, he leaves it for Parker. And Fonku. Makadu. And Fonku. Braithwaite. Noble. Gray. Heskey. Noble. Gray. Samba. Makadu. Samba again. Parker. Makadu. Mfonku on his outside. Here's Mfonku. Real chance this. Well, Warhurst's side foot, I think it was blocked by a heel of a defender. Well, Mfonku, once he got in, took his time, squared it to Warhurst, and I think it's the ankle of the defender that just about gets in the way. So City have a corner. They very nearly had a third goal. Heskey to take it. Goalkeeper claims it. Gromek. It's not a bad ball, and Stoke are in here. And they've scored as well with their substitute, Martin. And Stoke are back in the game. They made the half-time substitution. They brought on Tyler Martin. And in the 10th minute of the second half, he has brought Stoke right back into this game. Took it down well and finished expertly. And that is really the first clear-cut opening that the home side have had. And the Blues have allowed them away back into this game, having been a distant second for the large part. So a different game now, isn't it? City very much in control. They had that chance for Warhurst when it was blocked on the line. And then within about a minute, Stoke come to the other end and make it 2-1. So even more work to do now for City. with still 35 minutes to play. Makadu will go chasing it. I don't think he'll get to it. And it's a goal kick. Well, looking back through Stoke's games this season, they have now scored in all 12 Premier League 2 games they've faced. So they have got a good record in that regard. Yellow card has just been brandished for the first time in the contest. Free kick to City. Ball looking towards Ashton Muir. Gina. And Abulele loses it. On it goes to Samba, and Samba restores the 2-goal lead. City 3, Stoke 1, just moments after Stoke had put themselves right back in the game. And Floyd Samba, who scored just on the cusp of half-time, scores early in the second half as well. Set up by Regan Heskey, and City lead by 3-1. And they very, very quickly put some daylight between themselves and Stoke. Just confirmation that Phillips was the player booked earlier for Stoke in the lead up to that third City goal. Well, that was very timely, wasn't it, from Floyd Samba? Just a little bit of hope for Stoke. Quickly snuffed out, and the Blues are back too clear once more. Floyd Samba with his first Premier League 2 goal in the first half now doubles the tally of Premier League 2 goals. Set up well by Regan Heskey. Here's Parker. Makadu. Blocked by Agina. And here's the goal scorer for Stoke, Martin. On to Agina again. Another dangerous moment this. Parker did well. Makadu sensibly just hammering it into no man's land. In the 60th minute, City led 2-0 at half-time. Stoke pulling it back. But the Blues back in front by 2 again, courtesy of Samba. There's Mfonku, and now Makadu. Just tackled at the vital moment by Enabulele. Parker was fouled. City free kick. Well, the Blues have now scored 30 goals this season in Premier League 2. No team has scored more in the division. Even the league leaders, United, Chelsea, Southampton, even they have not hit 30 yet this campaign. And City are looking for more with Regan Heskey, and now Ashton Muir, and now it's Samba, getting his hat-trick. A match ball that he's just gathered, Floyd Samba. And City lead by 4-1. Well, he scored in the 3rd minute of added time at the end of the first half, Floyd Samba. He's now scored a further 2 in the space of about 4 minutes. And City's advantage for the first time today reaches 3 between themselves and the hosts, Stoke. Floyd Samba, goals in the 3rd minute of added time at the end of the first half, the 58th minute of the second, and now the 62nd minute. A wonderful day for Floyd Samba. Well, he's the younger of the 2 Samba brothers. His older brother Tyrone is on the bench today. But Floyd has just grabbed himself a hat-trick. And City have just made a change. They've brought on Dada Maskell and taken off Ryan McAdoo. Really good to see Dada Maskell back in the frame again. He's been beset by injury issues for the last year or 2. Such a talented player in the engine room at the heart of City's midfield. And it's good to see him back with some minutes again. McAdoo, of course, has been in and around the first team for the last few weeks, including his scoring debut against Exeter in the FA Cup. So the fact that he and Divine Mukasa have come off might give us an idea that they're involved at least in the travelling squad that go down to Spurs for Sunday's game. But I am just second guessing. And just a reminder in terms of Premier League 2 that City are now up to 8th in the table, which is a very healthy position to be, bearing in mind that it's the top 16 that go into the playoffs. Long way to go in the season, of course. This is only game number 12 of a 20-game regular season. City still have 8 matches to play, but of those 8 games, 5 of them are at the Joy Stadium. City so far this season have been unbeaten in Premier League 2 at home. Foul on Samba. Just a reminder that our City Plus live coverage is bringing you the under-19s in the UEFA Youth League next Wednesday. 3 o'clock kickoff in Helsinki. And then next Saturday, we've got live coverage of the under-21s in Premier League 2 against Leeds. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff UK time. So dates for your diary: Wednesday the 4th, 3 o'clock UK time away in Helsinki, and then next Saturday, 7 o'clock UK time at home to Leeds. And of course tomorrow morning we've also got live coverage for you of the under-18s who are at home to Newcastle. So plenty to keep you entertained as always on City Plus. And of course we've got a massive double header for you on Sunday. Matchday Live brings you all the build-up and all the important matters ahead of City Women against Chelsea, which kicks off at 2:30. And then we've got Matchday Live coverage of the first team men's game away at Spurs, which kicks off at 4:30 UK time. So all sorts of stuff for you over the next few days. You are very much in the right place with your City Plus subscription. Here's Parker. City 4, Stoke 1. Hat-trick for Floyd Samba. Parker, and now Samba, the man of the moment. Dadamaskel. Noble. Parker. Popping it forward, looking for the run of Gray. Ends in the arms of the Stoke goalkeeper, Clothier. Picked off by Heskey. Samba. Gray. Still Gray. And now Warhurst. And Clothier with a good save. Well, Warhurst got the scoring underway with the first goal. He had an effort a few minutes ago that was blocked on the line, and now he's been denied by Clothier. Here's Muir. Samba. Dadamaskel. And again. Noble. And Fonku. And now Samba. Try to find Warhurst. Very nearly did. Noble. Braithwaite. Warhurst again. Try to work a 1-2 with Regan Heskey. Samba wins it. Heskey again. Dadamaskel. Muir. Samba. Muir. Samba. And Fonku. Oh, it's nearly an own goal. Goalkeeper made the save. Well, the goalkeeper has been very important. Caleb Clothier for Stoke City. Chances galore for City now. And Clothier in the Stoke goal has made some fine saves. Here's Braithwaite. Trying to find Samba. Braithwaite. And again, up goes Gray. Warhurst looking for it. Got there in front of his marker. Dadamaskel. Parker. Muir. And Fonku. Try to find Samba. And away by Dadamaskel. Well, City 4-1 up, but they very nearly went 5-1 up. The first attempt from Warhurst tipped away by Clothier. It's a pretty good save. And then very nearly an own goal when this cross was driven in by Mfonku. Goalkeeper did brilliantly. Could easily have been an own goal. Well, City are winning the ball back time and time again now. Stoke are looking a little bit beleaguered. Could be more goals for City, you know. Here's Heskey. And now Samba. And that's another City corner. Well, it's the kind of game where you're beginning to feel as though Stoke just want the final whistle. They're going to have to wait at least 20 minutes before they hear it. City are rampant, but doesn't stop Stoke's attackers from trying to craft chances at the other end. But then again, there's always a City player at the right time. Gray, and now Muir, and now Samba. Parker. The Blues, the top scorers in Premier League 2 now. And Muir will make it 5. And the top scorers in Premier League 2 are increasing the volume of goals they've grabbed this season. Super play again. And Muir with the balance and the confidence to find a finish. And City now lead by 5 goals to 1. It's Ashton Muir's 5th goal of the season, his 3rd in Premier League 2. And if there was any lingering doubt about the destination of the 3 points, I think we can now say safely that they're coming back to Manchester. Question is, by what scoreline? And to put this scoreline into context, by the way, nobody prior to today in Premier League 2 had scored more than twice in a match against Stoke this season. So this is a quite breathtaking performance. Here's Samba, and now Heskey, and now Gray and Warhurst, and that's gone over the side of the net. City, by the way, have just made another change. They've brought Rhys Thomas on, taken off Caden Braithwaite. Ben Wilkinson refreshing his lineup. Here's Muir, just beyond the run of Warhurst. Well, it is really now a case of how many. City led 2-0 at half-time. Warhurst and Samba, Floyd Samba. Martin pulled one back to give Stoke some hope, but since then, Floyd Samba's completed his hat-trick with 2 goals in 3.5 minutes to make it 3-1, then 4-1. And now Ashton Muir has just made it 5-1. Charlie Gray is going to be replaced by another member of the Samba household, as on comes older brother Tyrone. He's about a year older, Tyrone, than Floyd, and the 2 brothers are in tandem. Here's Heskey, whose own brother is on loan now at Sheffield Wednesday in the Championship, Jaden. And Fonku, Muir. Well, he was pulled there. There's more activity on the sidelines. Stoke are making a change. Smith is coming off. And actually, he's not the only one. There's a double change, actually, for the home side. Joshua McWilliams and Joshua Maskell are both coming on. And the other one making way is Agina. So off come Agina and Smith. On come McWilliams and Maskell. They have 15 minutes to try and rescue a seemingly lost cause for the home team. But City going to look for more goals. Here's Thomas. Heskey. Noble. Muir. And Fonku. And Muir, scorer of City's 5th goal, Ashton Muir. Parker. Thomas. Helped on to Regan Heskey. Clipped in towards Thomas. And he wins the throw. Nice touch from Rhys Thomas. Here's Noble. And now Parker. And Fonku. Try to find Muir. Gathered in by Clothier. Way by Parker. Headed on by Warhurst now. Samba, I should probably say Floyd Samba. Dadamaskel. And Fonku. Parker. Dadamaskel. Trying to bring in Heskey. Tyrone Samba chasing. Here he is again, Tyrone. Dadamaskel. Just too firm and beyond Fonku. Rhys Thomas has had a number of injury concerns, and for almost 7/8 of the last year he's not been involved. 265 days to be exact since he last kicked a football for Ben Wilkinson. So good to see Rhys Thomas involved. Here's Floyd Samba. Muir. Samba. It's another City corner. Dadamaskel. City have had 72% possession, 16 attempts, 12 of them on target. 5-1 is a pretty fair reflection of what we've witnessed. Parker. Muir. Parker. Thomas. Parker. Muir. Here's Dadamaskel. Thomas. Heskey. Samba. Another good City move. Here's Thomas, and now Parker. And Fonku. Samba. And Fonku. Samba again. And Fonku once more. Samba. Parker. Noble. We're inside the last 10 minutes of a very productive afternoon for City's under-21s. Well, Fern has stayed down for Stoke after that challenge on him by Noble. Short delay in proceedings while Fern has his running repairs. And with 9 minutes to play, City will restart the game, or the referee will restart the game by giving City possession. Parker. Samba. Thomas. City throw. Thomas. Dadamaskel. Mfonku. Samba. It's good play by Samba, and Warhurst is there for number 6. It's his second goal of the game. He started the scoring off in the 21st minute. Might he just have completed it there? An emphatic scoreline gets even more so, courtesy of Matty Warhurst. City 6, Stoke 1. Well, Premier League 2's top scorers are starting to pull away from everybody else in terms of goals scored in the column. "33 goals they've scored this season in 11 matches and 83 minutes. That is some record. And there's still 8 more matches to go this season. The Blues firmly ensconced in 8th place in the Premier League 2 table. And of those 8 games that remain for City this season in the regular campaign, 5 of them are at home. It's a real positive for Ben Wilkinson, that, as they first and foremost try to secure a top 16 finish to get in the playoffs, but then equally they want to finish as high as possible, because the higher you finish in the table, the more advantages you get in those playoffs, such as home games if you're in the top 8. So still a lot of football to be played. We're only about to enter February at the weekend, but the Blues are handily placed, heading for their 6th win of the season, their 2nd on their travels. And the goals keep on coming. Heskey, Samba, Muir, saved by Clothier. Samba, lovely footwork. Muir, up towards Warhurst. He's on a hat-trick as well. Well, all these chances just keep on coming. Muir with the latest. Clothier in the Stoke goal has made probably 4 or 5 very important saves. Otherwise, the Blues might have had double figures this afternoon. They're certainly relentless in their pursuit of more. Samba. Thomas. Noble. Mfonku. Working a 1-2 with Muir. Little clip over towards Warhurst, but the ball has gone out. It's a goal kick. Here's Stoke's goal scorer. Looked as though it might be a significant goal when Martin put one in the City net to make it 2-1. All it served to do was prod the raging lion. City have gone rampant since then. Here's Samba, and now Heskey. Again, lovely fleet of foot from Heskey. Terrific effort, and Clothier again is there for Stoke. Well, he's got a filthy shirt, the goalkeeper of Stoke, because he's made so many saves this afternoon. There might be 6 goals in the Manchester City column, but Clothier has ensured that it hasn't been more, but it could still get that way. Warhurst trying to play it in. Here's Mfonku. Samba, Muir, Dadamaskel, Mfonku. Muir again. And now Samba. Parker. Thomas. Noble. Dadamaskel. Parker. Dadamaskel. Mfonku. Nicely done again by Heskey. Great balance to get away. Parker. Mfonku. Muir. Samba. And he's away, Samba. And he brings in Warhurst, who gets his shot on target. But Clothier once again in the right place for Stoke. Well, there aren't too many players who'll come away thinking they've had a good afternoon. Clothier, the Stoke goalkeeper, will think to himself, well, I've not had a bad one, even though there are 6 goals that have gone in my net. He's made so many saves this afternoon. City have had 17 attempts on target. That is some figure. Parker. Looking for Warhurst, couldn't quite get there. Heskey tried to get there, Clothier did. Samba. Shot charged down. Parker's tackle. Samba trying to find a way through. Dadamaskel. There was great power in it, but sadly for Isaiah Dadamaskel, the accuracy did not match the venom. Well, we're about to enter added time. There has been a little bit of injury time, I'm sure, because of the knocks to a couple of Stoke players, and we've had a whole raft of substitutions. Three added minutes was on the 4th officials board. And that's a handball. Free kick to City. Parker. Mfonku. Tried to find a way through to Samba. the last few weeks. City have been banging in the goals. They really have. 8 against Burnley, 6 today at Stoke. Even in defeat against Everton last week, they scored twice. Maybe they aren't finished today. Heskey, Thomas, Warhurst. Oh, he nearly was in for his hat-trick. He was well defended, to be honest. I think Warhurst probably saw the net in front of his big eyes. Dada Maskell. Wint. Parker. Warhurst is offside.
Offside, he came back. You happy there?
Well, that is a quite breathtaking performance from City's under-21s. Dominant in the first half, goals from Warhurst, and then Samba gave them a 2-0 lead. Martin pulled one back and it looked like Stoke might find a way back in, but a hat-trick for Floyd Samba. 2 goals in 3 second-half minutes. Another one from Muir and then a second from Warhurst has given City a comprehensive victory, which takes them up to 8th in the Premier League 2 table. The final score here at Clayton Wood, the home of Stoke City's academy. Stoke 1, City 6.